So the GLAM Incubator has supported a project at the Archives of Ontario that takes computational methods to enhance the way we are able to search finding aids within an archive.
The system allows a novel way of exploring information and connections between different archival entities, representing them as a graph rather than a list-based search output.
The importance of this project is that it's the very first implementation of the Records in Context standard in Canada amongst all Canadian archival repositories. So we're really breaking new ground.
It allows customization, such as modifying or extending the standard according to the needs of the archivist, and also increase the exposure of the archival data over the internet, which could potentially connect all of the archives and make all of this data accessible through the same interface.
So a bit of background. Records come from many different sources and pass through many different hands before some of them ultimately end up at an archives. And the way that archivists traditionally deal with this, it makes sense of them and enable access, is to describe the main person or organization responsible for those records. They also describe the records as a single hierarchical structure, beginning with sort of the largest grouping or the totality of the records, and then proceeding down through different subgroupings, ultimately down to the level of individual files or even items.
So the idea is to take methods from computation and basically enhance the way people are able to search across collections rather than hierarchically within a collection.
And this new way of data modeling allows us to represent overlapping groupings of records instead of a single hierarchy. It also gives us the ability to represent all the subjects, places, activities, and relationships that intersect with the records we're describing.
There is so much information out there, and more is being put in the world every day. And so I believe that empowering people with new ways of exploring this information and connections through this information liberates access.
Which is pretty important because this is the items that are actually held at the archives. An important source of grounding, especially during these times of a lot of information on the internet and misinformation. So the Archives of Ontario provide access to the actual original sources.
The GLAM Incubator is a research support hub that connects researchers at the University of Toronto with galleries, libraries, archives, and museums.
And it helped us find each other, it helped us form the project, it funded the project, the initial stages of it. It helped with developing grants, it helped with finding people for the project. It organized the whole collaboration.
So already the Archives of Ontario is used by a range of people, but we're hoping that by enhancing the way you're able to search the finding aid, more people will actually be able to research a wider variety of questions. So this could be researchers, professors, politicians, policymakers, but they also include members of the general public.
So basically what we're trying to do is build a web of context that surrounds the records and ideally represents reality as accurately as possible.